Welcome to your 20-minute flow. Go ahead and begin lying on your back. And just notice all the places where your body connects to the earth. Notice how the body's feeling. You might do a scan from your head all the way down to your toes. Notice where you might be holding tension. And throughout class, keep your shoulders, your neck, your jaw softened as much as possible. Try to keep all the stress away. And start to come to your breath. You might practice 3-part breath or Dirga breath, where with every inhale, you first fill the belly with breath. Continue that inhale, filling the lungs and even the throat. Exhale, let it out completely, drawing navel towards spine. And on your next inhale, bend your right knee and hug it in towards your torso. And just notice your shoulders and your jaw. Keep all that soft. You might start to circle out the foot a couple of times. And maybe you circle out the knee once or twice. And then release that right leg down to the mat and inhale, the left knee bends and hug it in towards your torso. And circle out the foot here a few times. And then circle out the knee. And then bend your right knee. So both knees are bent and just rock left to right. Give yourself a back massage. And come back to center. And as you inhale, release your legs and reach your arms up and over your head as well. Just lengthening your body here. And then bend both of your knees and bring your palms behind your thighs and rock front to back along your spine. And then rock yourself up to Sukhasana and sit on a prop. Sit on a blanket or a bolster or a pillow so that your hips are elevated over your knees. And then just come to your seat, lengthen your spine and soften your shoulders. And become aware of the shoulders and the neck and the jaw, keeping all that really softened. And blink your eyes open if they were closed. And then bring your left ear down towards your left shoulder. And take a deep breath here. And then you might roll that chin down slowly to tuck it in towards your chest. And then come up to the other side. Right ear coming down towards your right shoulder. And then come up, bring your head up to center and inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And with your left hand, hold your right wrist and lean over to the left. Another full deep breath here. And then inhale back up through center, switch it out. Exhale, other side. And then you can inhale to come back up again and exhale your hands down and just come to a twist on one side. Gentle twist. Soften your shoulders, your neck. And then come around to the other side and twist. And then you can come back through center, release the twist, and then crawl over into tabletop. Wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. And then begin to allow your hips to move side to side. And so from here, you can start some creative movements or some hip circles if you want. You might walk your hands forward a little bit first. And just explore, take another breath or two. And then come back to center and bring the wrists under the shoulders again. And as you inhale, drop your belly, tilt your hips and your chin up for cow. And exhale to cat. Tuck your chin, press the mat away, rounding the spine. And just keep going. Continue at your own flow. One more full round here in your cat-cow. And then come back to center. And we're going to start a different kind of flow here. And if for some reason this flow is not working for you today, you can do cat-cow some more or creative movement. So just come back to that if you need to. So as you're here in tabletop, take an inhale. As you exhale, press back to child pose. Leave your hands where they are. Inhale back up to tabletop. And tuck your toes. Exhale, bring your knees up for down dog. Press your chest back. Inhale back to table, bringing your knees down. And put your toenails on the mat. Exhale back to child pose. Just a couple more like that. Inhale back up to table. Tuck your toes. Exhale to down dog. Lift the knees and press back. Inhale, tabletop. And toenails on the mat. Exhale to child pose. One last round. Inhale to table. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your knees for down dog. Inhale, table. Toenails on the mat. Exhale back to child pose. And just stay for a couple of breaths this time. And then start to make your way up. And then just come to a seat. We're going to do some boat. We're going to try some boat vinyasa here. So bring your hands back behind you. Make sure your feet are on the mat. So you're going to have to play around with how wide apart your hands should be to each other and how far back they should be from your hips. So find a place where you're going to be able to lift your feet up a little bit, but you can support yourself with your hands behind you. So let your spine be long. This is a time to really pay attention to your neck and your shoulders. Keep them really soft here. Be very aware of what they're doing and if they're tensing up when you do this. As you inhale, lift both of your feet up, maybe just a little, that's fine. And exhale back down, using your core muscles here. Inhale, lift your feet up. And exhale, put both feet flat on the mat. Inhale to lift, slow and steady. Exhale down. Keep going, just a couple more. Inhale, use your core and lift. It's okay if you're just lifting an inch. Exhale, back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring both feet down. Good. All right. So again, pay attention to how your neck and your shoulders, keeping the tension out of that. Just being aware, maybe rolling the shoulders up and down a couple of times, tucking the chin if that feels good. Now come over and lay on your belly. And just before we do anything, why don't you go ahead and make a pillow with your hands, palms face down and rest a cheek, and bend your knees and windshield wipe your feet left to right. And take another full deep breath here. And then release your feet down to the mat, toenails on the mat. And bring your elbows under your shoulders with your fingers spread wide for Sphinx. And so now we're going to try a little bit of a vinyasa with forearm plank. So look down towards your belly button, keep your knees down, and inhale the hips up. So strengthening the core. As you exhale, bring your hips back down. You can continue to look down towards your belly. And then do a couple more. Inhale, lift the hips up, strong core. Exhale, slowly bring the hips back down onto the mat. And just do one more like that. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, bring the hips back down. Good. Now stack your hands, make another pillow, and rest the opposite cheek. And you might windshield wipe the feet left to right some more. And then start to roll over onto your back from here. And so set yourself up for bridge. Just do a little bit of bridge. So let your arms be down by your sides, palms on the mat. So feet about hip width distance apart. As you inhale, lift the hips up. Use your glutes. So we're going to hold bridge. So squeezing the glutes, but soften the neck, the shoulders, the face. Deep breaths. Keep the back of your head on the mat here. One more full deep breath. As you exhale, slowly paste each vertebra back down onto the mat. And then hug your knees into your chest and rock left to right. And then release your feet down. And cross your right outer ankle onto your left thigh for your figure four. And then you might reach behind your left thigh and pull it towards you. And if you want, you might rock left to right here if that feels good. So one more full breath here. And then we're going to move right into our twist from here on this side. So if you want, and if it's available to you, we're twisting to the left. So you might be able to bring that right foot down on the left side. The arms can be open. And if for some reason this is not comfortable with your right foot on the mat on the left side, you can just put that right leg down on the left and just be in a regular twist. That's fine, like we usually do. Full deep breath here. And then you can gently come back up. And if the legs are still crossed, you can uncross and cross the left ankle onto the right thigh. And then reach behind the right thigh and pull it towards you. And this might be where you rock left to right or make any movements. And then bring the right foot back down and you can move into your twist. So you might just allow that left foot to come down to the right side. It can stay there if that feels okay. Or you can just put that left leg on top of the right. And then gently bring your knees back up from that. and do any final movements you'd like. Maybe it's a happy baby or something else. Whatever you need before Shavasana. Take another breath. And then definitely make sure you take your Shavasana. Allow yourself to get very comfortable and let go and stay there as long as you can. Namaste.